Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to the Strike Streams Sunday edition. May the 4th be with you edition. Happy Star Wars Day. How are we all doing? I hope you guys, gals, and non-binary pals are doing well. And also, I hope that my mic sounds okay, because this was like Friday night or something. I was like really struggling to sleep, and I kind of like got up and I was sort of moving my blankets around, and I sort of said about how I really have like no space and everything's all just like on top of one another and cramped on top of one another. So I have like my mic sort of like next to my laptop and it's all just like on a pile of boxes kind of thing. And I basically knocked my mic, like in the dark, I like knocked my mic off of like the little like the boxes that I have it on, and it like, you know, thudded to the ground. I think maybe my water bottle might have broken the fall a bit, so I'm hoping it's okay. But like let me know if there's any super weird noise or anything like that. At the minute the air conditioning or heating is on or whatever, I might turn that off because it's like really hot in here. But yeah, so let me know if it's all okay. But let's say hi. Actually, no, hang on. I'm just going to quickly turn that AC off, and then, I know, Kevin, I know. I mean, don't even joke about it. I'll be back in a sec. Hang on. I feel like the mute button doesn't work. I feel like the mute button doesn't work as well, but maybe I've just got my microphone at like a different angle and that's why it's not working. Because I accidentally pressed it a second time there. So anyway, Bark. But yeah, anyway. No, so yeah, we almost could have had the end of the strike streams, basically. So let's say hi to some people, and then we'll get into the game, shall we? So Kieran, hi, and Kevin, hi, and Singcho, hi, and Nightbot, hi, and Skywatcher, hi, and Ryan, hi. Welcome. It was fun commenting with you earlier, like backing and forthing earlier. And then Xander, hi. Oh, Onlera's here. Hi, Onlera. And I don't know if I've missed anyone, please let me know, okay? Because I don't know if I've missed anyone or anything. Okie doke. So let's get into the game, but yes, Sunday edition of the Strike Streams. So yeah. So let's see how this goes. If you guys haven't already, could you please click like on the button? That little thumbs up button, it really does help out so much, and I'd hugely appreciate it. If you are able to do that, because it introduces us to new people like Ryan. So I know I always say it, I know I always say like the video or like the stream, but it works. So, okay, so here we are in the Dynamax Adventures den, or cave, or I don't know, base, or whatever, I don't know how you put it. So, if you've already liked the video, then that's good. So, okay, let's get into the actual Dynamax Adventures stuff, though, shall we? Oh, so if you're interested in playing along, there are a couple of things I need you to do, in addition to liking the video, of course. Make sure you are watching live. It's currently 2:04 p.m. Los Angeles time, so please make sure you are watching live, okay? If you're not, you know, then hit that button to make sure you're going live. But my tickets for the Dynamax Adventures are Uxie, Thunderous, and Kartana. They're going to be the initial 3 Pokemon we're hunting for today. Uxie, Thunderous, and Kartana. If you're interested in shiny hunting for any of these Pokemon, and if you're able to shiny hunt for any of these Pokemon, what I need you to do in the chat is I need you to write Strike in big capital letters. And then I need you to say, I can do, and then I need you to let me know, out of those 3 Pokemon, who can you do? Out of Uxie, Thunderous, and Kartana. Can you do all of them? Can you do some of them? Let me know which are the ones you are able to do. Ready, set, boo! Oh, hang on, Singcho. You can't really figure out how to join Dynamax Adventures with link code because it doesn't give you the anything is fine. Oh, no, that's fine. No, you don't need to worry about the anything goes. As I always say, if she asks you about any preference, then just say anything goes, but she doesn't necessarily do it. So that's okay. She doesn't have to ask you that question. So you can play along. Yeah, and if you go to the question mark screen, that's like not a problem at all. So that's actually like the correct thing. So, Ryan, I just want to check, like, weren't you saying earlier that you haven't done the DLC yet? Because if you haven't done the DLC, you won't be able to do this. So I just want to check. All right, I thought earlier you had said you hadn't gotten to the DLC yet, so I just want to check. Have you, like, got to this part of the DLC and activated the Dynamax Adventures? If you have, or if I've remembered that wrong or anything, then, you know, then brilliant, yay, like, we'll absolutely have you play along. But if you haven't, like, unlocked this mode yet, I just want to check, because we'll have you in, like, Team 1. Oh, you actually have. Okay, excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so hang on, let me just check, because I don't think Kramen's here, so I might need to add some people. And also because a load of people have typed in chat ever since I asked about the strike thing. So hang on, let me just check one thing. Okay, hang on, I just need to add Singcho to the spreadsheet. This might take a long time because your name is long, and it might take me a long time to type it in. Oh gosh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, there we go. Also, it's hard to type it on a phone. Okay, I think I've got it. No, phone's typing it in wrong. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then, we need to add Ryan, and then Ryan as well. So hang on, I just need, sorry. Normally I don't need to add people to the spreadsheet. Normally we're able to just get into it, but today we have 2 people to add to the spreadsheet. So it will just take a sec to add new people to the spreadsheet. There we go. Okay, perfect. So Singcho, if you're able and would like to play along, let me know. But let's see, hang on, so I'm just going to add all the people. So sorry, I am on my own today for this, so this will just take a sec. So we've got Kieran, okay, Kieran, and then on Lara, over there. Why must I always make that joke? I don't know. Wait, hang on, where's on Lara? Why is on Lara? Oh, there's on Lara. That was weird. Sky. Sorry, this will take a sec. I do apologize that this will be boring. Normally this part goes a little bit quicker because I have a little bit of extra help on a lot of days, but there we go. And then we should have like Ryan and Singcho. Oh, sorry, screen went dark. Let me fix that. There we go. And then Neo, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. Neo, if you would like to play it if you're around for the wild cards, let me know. And then here we go. Yeah, Kevin, the hammer. For that, like, okay. Right. So, okay, so let's see what we've got here. So, okay, so maybe for Yuxi, hang on, did Kieran say about Yuxi being a preference or not a preference? Okay, I might put Kieran on the Yuxi team. And then we could have, like, Ryan and Singcho, maybe, if that sounds good. And then for Kartana, we'll have, like, everyone else. So, like, on Lara, Sky, and Kevin. It's the Silver Sky on Lara. That doesn't quite work as Silver Sky cheese, but still. Also, I nearly knocked my phone out of my hand. Can I stop knocking devices? Oh, Kramen is at a con. I think you're right. I think you are right. But yes. No, that's the thing. Xander doesn't, like, do the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet's a Kramen and me thing. Xander, like, does enough. Xander's busy enough without having to worry about the spreadsheet. So, okay. But Neo, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're alive and doing okay. You don't have your Switch... Wait, you don't have a Switch You don't have a Switch anymore? Are you, like, getting a Switch 2? Are you, like, in limbo? Or are you just, like, oh, no, I'm sorry you don't have a Switch? No. No. Did you, like, get rid of your games as well? No. Okay. So anyway, so right, here's the teams, guys. Does this sound good, okay? Sound off if this sounds good. Team 1, Yuxi. We're going to have Kieran, Ryan, and Singcho, okay? And then Team 2, Kartana, Onlera, Sky, and Kevin. Maybe, though, we will just have a substitute from Team 2. Let me just check who can do... so maybe like Kevin could be the substitute because Onlara and Sky can't. So Kevin, would you mind like being on standby just in case we have any issues? And then that's good. Kieran, just a reminder, please don't like do spaced out messages and stuff because it does mean I have to like, you know, scroll up more and stuff like that. So, oh, okay. I tell you what, hang on. Why don't we have, okay, hang on. Here's my theory instead. If Ryan can't play right now, why don't we do Team 2 first? So on Lara, Sky, and Kevin, why don't we do Kartana first? Whoa! Hang on. Oh my gosh, hang on. So much is going on. Could we do Team 2 first, and then we could do Team 1 afterwards? Because if Ryan's busy and we haven't heard from Singcho, wow. Okay. Ignore. Okay, that was worth it for the magic trick. Whoa. So Kieran just did a super chat for $50. Can I thumbs up that? Good golly gosh. Not a Wonga. Normally this is the point where I shout Wonga, but it's not a Wonga. Super chat. That is quite the magic trick indeed. Kieran, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. That is, to quote my friend Brian Bartley, wild. Dang. Just, I am speechless. Dang. Sorry, that has left me flabbergasted. Okay, so why don't we do the what did we say? Kartana with Onlara, Sky, and Kevin. That can go first. So let's go on the Wycom and connect to the internet. And then oh, Kieran, that's really lovely, but like, you know, you could have that yourself. Like, that's really sweet. Thank you. Okay, so the Kartana team, Sky, Onlara, Kevin, please come on down, and then Kieran and me can do Team 2 with Ryan and hopefully Singcho, although have we heard from Singcho again? I don't recall hearing anything from Singcho, but hopefully Singcho's around. And then basically, yeah, because we haven't played with Singcho and Ryan before, so Kieran and I can kind of, you know, give the guided tour, so to speak. Okay, so on the Wycom, could we please talk to the nice lady and say that we want to do a Dynamax adventure? If she asks about having any kind of preference, we'll say anything goes, but I'll say Kartana. And then, oh, Singcho, you are here. Okay, so in 20 minutes, Singcho, you'll get to play with us, okay? So we're going to go on the Kartana. We're going to go 05, 04, and then 02, 01. How about that? 05, 04, 02, 01. How about that? I'm going to move my TV just a little bit closer to me because it's a little bit far away, a little bit hard to see. I realized to prevent the microphone issue from happening again, I'm going to have to, like, push my TV and my mic, like, away from me every time I do a stream. Like when I do a stream, I'll pull them closer, and then every time I'm not streaming, I'll push them further away. But it's annoying because it means I have to constantly move stuff around. Neo, you're watching a series with your friend now. Have fun. Thank you for joining, Neo. Thank you for checking in. Hope you hit that like button. But no, whenever people need to leave, like, please make sure you've hit the like button first. But Neo, thank you. It's been so lovely seeing you. I'm glad you're doing well. I hope you're able to get like a Switch 2 and like transfer your Switch data onto it or something. Yeah, so yeah, Kevin, Sky, and Onlara is who we're waiting on, and then we should be good. Can I just point out something that's kind of funny? And okay, so when you get super chats, there's kind of like a sort of like a timeout system on them. Like they kind of show up on your, they kind of show up on they sort of show it. They sort of show up on the chat for a while, and so I can still see Kieran's like incredibly kind and generous, like $50 there. On Lara it says communicating. Maybe quit and try one more time, and then if it gets to like 20 seconds or something, like let us maybe quit, do a disconnect, reconnect, and try again. If it doesn't work, we'll go back in and out. But anyway, sorry. So there's normally like a bit of a timer on it. If someone donates something like $5, like it'll time out after like a couple of minutes or something. That like so you can kind of see like the progress, like how much time is left on it, and like Kieran's like super kind donation still just has like so much time. That's gonna chat. Should we make a prediction? If it's 2:16 p.m. or like 17, it just turned 17 minutes past. It just turned 17 minutes past now. How many minutes past the hour do you think we'll get to before Kieran's very kind super chat disappears from the chat? It looks about, I don't know, say like an 1/8 to a 1/6 of the way there, and then that was like a good few minutes ago, so I think it could still be there past like 3 o'clock. We'll have to see. Oh, okay. Let's quit and try again. Let's quit and try again with like a new code. Because I'm just a bit worried about Onlara. Could we all, this includes Kevin and Sky, okay? And Onlara, I know you would have just done this, but could you do it again for good measure as well, if that's okay? Could we all just do like a disconnect and a reconnect, please? Again, normally we haven't had a connection issue for a while, so hopefully. No, Onlara, it's not a problem. Stays for 30 minutes. Okay. So that would take us to almost 3 o'clock, so that'll be interesting. Right, would you like to anyway embark upon a Dynamax adventure? Yes, please. We'll do Kartana. We'll get through nice and quick here, hopefully. And we'll do a slightly different code. Okay, let's go 0504 and then like 0302. So kind of similar thing, but it makes a little bit more sense now. 0504 0302. And this is Kevin, Sky, and Onlara. And then in about 20 minutes from now, we'll have Ryan, we'll have Singcho, and we'll have Kieran. Okay? And Onlara is now the first in, so we just gotta hope that nothing's going weird. And there's Sky! Woo! Okay, you guys know the deal with Kartana. It's super duper weak to fire moves, so fire types, fire moves, and then fighting types and fighting moves as well. And just watch out for Leaf Blade, so like stay away from like water and ground types. And then it gives us 2 water types. Guess I'm going for a Lipard. No, I actually might go for Tentacruel just because like it's a good Pokemon and it isn't weak to Leaf Blade. Like Tentacruel's going to be better to have than Lipard. But Basculin is terrible. So yeah, I think it doesn't show an actual timer just because, oh god, these are terrible. Not your like choices, but just these options. These are terrible options. Okay, we've got ground to the left. Oh, hang on. No, I didn't know. Wait. I don't think I recalled seeing any fire or fighting. Hang on. Oh, fighting was in the top left, but let's see. Okay. Oh, Whiscash is awful. Okay. Armaldo, Heliolisk. This Beware doesn't even have a fighting move. Oh gosh. Oh, and then there's Gastrodon. We got Gastrodon and Whiscash. Oh, I mean, I think we need to go to, like, the right here, but yeah. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, it does when making it. Oh, interesting. I actually didn't know there was, like an actual visible timer. I thought it just kind of had, like, a visual representation. Oh, it's going down way faster now. Oh, yeah, no, it's not going to go past, like, 3 o'clock, but yeah. Yeah, the half an hour, so probably, like, after like 40 minutes past the hour. Oh, there was Munchlax, wasn't there? You're right. Okay, it'll have to do. I am going to use like my Hydro Pump here. Oh gosh, this is not ideal. to say the least. I didn't really want to do the left path just because it's like filled with water types, and with something like Sand Slash is technically very, very weak to a vacuum wave, but it does resist Leaf Blade, so it's like Sand Slash is better than, like, you know, Basculin, and then if we get like Munchlax, that has Fire Punch, and then maybe we can get something else that resists it or something. I don't know. The most a super chat can last is 5 hours for $500. Good golly gosh. I am going to say one thing. Guys, please never do a $500 super chat. Unless I get to a point where I'm so successful that the only way to donate money to me is via YouTube. Because the thing I've said is that the Wongas are like so much better than the super chats generally. And it's like you lose so much money in like donating via YouTube. And it's like if someone did like 500, like so much of that would be wasted. Like the amount of money that would be wasted on like a $500 super chat. Like if there's like I just say this as a general tip, okay? Like if you're ever like wanting to give someone like that amount of money, like don't do it via a YouTube chat, because it's just like there's too much waste involved. Like find another way. Like do it like via, you know, something like Patreon or a PayPal or whatever they have instead. Like do that. So yeah. Kevin, if you donate 500, then you'll know you've won the lottery. Oh, thank you. I'll be counting on it, Kevin. But yeah, so but yeah, YouTube take like a pretty big cut compared to like everyone else. So, but yeah, I'm hoping my mic the other day when it fell, I'm hoping like the base of it was hit rather than like the actual. I'm hoping the actual base of it was hit rather than like. Although actually the base is a bit looser, I think. But I'm hoping like just like the mic stand hit like my water bottle or something rather than like the mic. So yeah, I do think we probably want to get rid of that Basculin. Yeah. Just because Sandslash has Brick Break as well as the thing. So let's see what we got. Okay, Heliolisk and Armaldo. Okay, ugh, these are terrible. These like Armaldo is the better one, and do we want to do Armaldo and then Munchlax? Is that really the strat here? I think it is. Why have we got all these like water grounds, and then why is the one fighting type we have like the one fighting type that doesn't have a fighting move? Did time zones matter too? It's 12:23. It depends on, like, matter with regard to what? Do you mean with, like, the super chat dying, or do you mean with, like, playing along? Because if you're talking about, like, playing along, all that matters is just you are watching live. So right now it's 2:24 Los Angeles time. So if it's, like, 12:24 a.m. for you, then that's good. But if you're hearing me saying that and you're checking the clock and it's, like, a couple of minutes after that, then you need to make sure you are watching live. I am going to go for a water pulse first, just because it's a little bit safer, and because we might get the confusion. Because we really have... I don't know why. The past few streams, we have had some really bad... we've had some really bad, like, options presented to us. So... But yeah, so if you just mean for, like, playing along, all you have to do is just make sure you're, like, watching, you know, as long as you are definitely watching along live, like, it just turned 2:25. So if it just turned, like, 12:25, then, yeah, you can, and as long as you have a good internet connection and the DLC and Nintendo Switch Online, then you are good to play along. But yeah, you don't need to, like, be on the same time zone or anything. You just need to be watching, like, at the same time. Like, so as long as you are watching live, and you actually are watching live, like, when I say these words out of my mouth right now, you're hearing them, like, 10 seconds after I say them, then that is, like, correct. I'm gonna go with the Hydro Pump because it set up the Sandstorm, and I want to get the 2-hit KO here. Kaduj, nice. Nice is nice with extra rice. Oh, we're about halfway down on Kieran's very generous $50 super chat. Which again, Kieran, I'm very thankful for. Thank you, thank you. Okay, special defense down, rock slide. Ooh, okay. Nice. And then, oh, he'll lay the smackdown on you. At least he didn't use X Scissor or whatever move Armaldo has. And we did it. I don't know if we want to switch for Armaldo. I can't remember what moves it's got, to be honest. It has Stomping Tantrum, Smackdown, like X Scissor. Can't remember the other move. It might not really... Like, X Scissor might be, like, okay. It doesn't have anything super effective against Armaldo. I do think maybe Lipard for Armaldo could be a good switch. That was the switch I was thinking on, Lara, so I'm kind of glad that you were, like, in sync with me enough to have that sense as well. Or I'm glad we're, like, on the same, kind of on the same page. Because we can get Munchlax for Lickitung, and then that'll be good. So... if you think Lipard's better, then... Wait, what? What? Hang on. Sorry, I'm good without this. So Kieran... Whoa. Just did... another... super chat for $20. Oh my gosh, Kieran. Wow. Thank you so much. That is wild. Sorry, Munchlax, which is in the middle, so... because, yeah, Togedemaru sucks, and Gastrodon is water and ground, which is really, really bad against grass. Why did we get Gastrodon and Whiscash? But anyway, but yeah, Kieran just did a second super chat for $20. Oh my gosh, Kieran, thank you. Thank you, oh my gosh. Wowie zowie. And hang on, I'm just waiting for... Okay, that took a while to load up. I was a bit scared there. I'm just going to go for Poison Jab because it's fit. Munchlax does have better special defense than physical, so I am going to go for the physical Poison Jab here. Le Poisson, Le Poisson. Sand Slash can luckily use a Brick Break, so that should be nifty. I'm going to unhide Kevin's comment, but please do just be careful with your comments, Kevin. Okay. But yes, the lack of space and stuff like that may not be an issue for me in a few weeks, but I'll tell you guys about that another time. But here's the Sand Slash. So guys, I think now that we have our quote-unquote strategy locked in, and when I say strategy, I mean we're gonna have Munchlax use Max Flare, and that's all we got. I'll try and confuse it with a Water Pulse, I guess, maybe. But no, here is my question for you guys, and gals and non-binary pals. How has your weekend been? Because I have not seen you guys since Friday. So have you had a good Friday? And oh, come on! That's amazing. Oh, was that a crit? Was that a crit? I can't believe that did. Did that really just do that much damage in one hit? I think it did. Dang, this Munchlax is more powerful than I thought. Well, that was lucky. I know, well, Lara, that's what I was thinking. It's an unevolved Pokemon using, like, a base... I mean, admittedly, but well, no, base 75 is probably good enough, but, you know, but I was just thinking, well, it's not Stab, and it's an unevolved Pokemon that's not exactly... I now need to check what is Munchlax's base attack stat. Maybe it's got, like, a 90 base attack or something. If it has, like, a 90 base attack, maybe that's why. But, Munchlax, baby Munchlax. Right, Munchlax, Cerebi. Okay, in Generation 8, Munchlax has an 85 attack. That's actually pretty good. That's better than, like, Frostlass, for example. Ooh, 2, 4, 6, 8. That cheer was great. Oh, nature could be playing a role as well. It was a bit of a running gag that Kramin was a mathlete. Oh. Oh, she got one. Asked the mods to say the amount after the cut. I was only expecting Cramming to give the answer. Do-do-do-do. Well done, everyone. Very nice work. So, we want to catch them. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. But yes. Well, Xander, I know that you are a man of many talents capable of many things, so I believe in you, Xander. And the only reason I haven't asked you about the cut is because, one, I know what it is, and two, I don't want to, like, you know, make anyone feel weird about it or anything. So lick your tongue, lick your tongue, lick your tongue, let's all get rid of a lick your tongue. So yeah, I am going to be useless in this next battle. So basically our strategy is Munchlax. Okay, well, good luck, everyone. I can math too, Sarah. Xander, can I ask you a question? Because, like, sorry if this is like a bit of a personal question in a way. But I feel like, I suppose, would it be fair to say there have been several times where Sarah has really kind of made you feel that middle child energy that we have discussed, like the both of us having felt in the past? Because you've talked about times where, like, you're Xander, where Sarah will, where Sarah will, like, blah, 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 Archie. And then now it's, like, blah, 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 cramming. And it just, I don't know, there's just something very middle child feeling about it. Or is this the point where you're like, oh god, yeah, and then it's sort of like, and then this is turning into like a therapy session. Okay, Leaf Blade. That's why we wanted Pokemon where they had a type that was not weak to grass. No confusion on the Water Pulse there. That sucks. Okay, if Munchlax can KO Tentacruel with one Thunder Punch, surely Munchlax is gonna KO Kartana with a max What? What? Okay, how did Tentacruel die? If that did that little amount of damage, why did the Max Lightning do so much more? Oh crud, it's using Max Knuckle! I didn't think about that! Even as a mod, I'm a middle child. That's like, even as a mod, amongst a bunch of other random people, literally spread out across the globe, across multiple continents, you are still a middle child. Wait, why did that do nothing? I'm so confused. These attacks, did it boost its defense or something? What is going on here? Why are our attacks, like, doing nothing? Okay, oh my gosh. What? We've never, like, taken, like, 3 turns on Kartana. Michael David, hello, we did confuse it. So, oh, that did it! The confusion did it! Yes! Well done, everyone. Very nice work indeed. So we want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash, catch them. Team, I guess, like, the real team won. Very nice work. Very nice work. I am a bit convinced that this microphone stand is, like, a bit looser now. I don't think it was this loose before. I might have to be careful about this, or I might have to, like, disassemble it and reassemble it. But wow, wowie zowie. Wowie zowie. That was, your response was like, wow, and she began apologizing immediately. Oh, that's funny. I can picture that. Poor Sarah. And you're like, poor Sarah, poor me. Okay, so Sand Slash is a no. Good luck, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. I mean, you've already done it, but I have to say it out loud. Armaldo is a normal no. Munchlax is a no. But will we get... the silver-thinged Kartana? No. Okay. So Singcho, Ryan, and Kieran, please come on down. And maybe Kieran, you could be your own substitute here or something like that. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Oh, let's check the old natures, shall we? Neutral nature. Not even an attack up nature, just defense up nature. Oh, wow, oh, wow, Kartana has 210 defense? I didn't know its defense was that good. Oh, okay, well, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Dang. I know on Lara, that would have been so perfect if you'd have gotten Armaldo. But okay. Oh, but we do have a jolly Armaldo, so that's pretty fun. I'll go with Armaldo then. Maybe if I take this Armaldo, it'll help on Lara get one closer to another one. But we didn't even see Lurantis. Okay. So. Right, here we go. So we saved the game. Welcome back. Would you like us to save Kartana? Yes. So let's get ready, shall we? So, Ryan and Singcho, could you please make sure you're connected on the Y-com, okay? So, like, if you press the Y button, just make sure that in the top right-hand corner, it does say Internet. If it doesn't say Internet, you'll need to press the plus button. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, it says about the plus button. So make sure it says Internet in the top right-hand corner. You'll know you've definitely done it as well if your little logo in the bottom left-hand corner has a blue background with a white symbol and isn't the other way around. We're going to talk to the nice scientist lady. And then... we're going to say yes to a Dynamax adventure. If she asks about having any preferences, you guys are just going to select anything is fine, because anything goes. But if she doesn't, that's okay. You're just going to be taken to this screen, although you'll have a question mark, but I have Yuxi. On the link code, we're going to go 0504 and then 0237. How about that for a code? So 0504 0237. In answer to your question, Kieran, I would say it sort of depends on how many people have Tapu Bulu. Like Shibatooth has Tapu Bulu. I don't really know many other people who have. But the thing is like I don't really know a lot. Are there many other people who have Stack Attacker? I'm not sure. Here's the thing. I, on my own game, could, in theory, more easily get Tapu Bulu than Stack Attacker, so generally it's a little bit nicer if people have Ultra Beasts. Like, just as a very loose rule of thumb. Also, what's happening here? Why has no one... Yeah, you need to hit invite others, guys. Yeah, you need to type in the code and then hit invite others, and then that's good. Yeah. So you press the plus button, and then you press the plus button, type in the code, and then you press invite others. Sorry, I might not have actually said that. So you type in the code. We might have to do this again, but we'll see what happens. You press the plus button, you type in the code, then you press the plus button again, and then you hit invite others. So there's Ryan. Excellent. Ryan is just Ryan. That's good to know. Anything goes. Let me just update the spreadsheet so that Ryan does say Ryan. Say yo, and then we just need Singcho. Okay. So let me know if you're having any issues, Singcho. Okay. But Ryan, welcome. Thank you for making it. But we do need to know what's, like, happening on your screen. Now, Singcho, when you say it's not working, what do you mean? We will need you to be a bit more specific. Does it just say communicating? Or does it say you've got, like, a connection error? Or, like, what's going on your game? We'll try this one more time, and I'll walk through, like, everything super specifically. So don't worry. If it gets down to, like, 20 seconds, I'll back out. Or maybe I'll back out in a sec. Yeah, can't see anything else from Sing Show. I'm gonna back out now. So Ryan and Kieran, if you don't mind backing out, that'd be really good. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna walk through this every single step of it, okay? Because sorry, I did kind of rush the end. So yeah, you gotta make sure you have Nintendo Online. You have to make sure you are watching live, okay? Do I have? Where's my Whitey live? Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. So, Ycom, make sure it definitely says internet in the top right-hand corner. Once you've done that, we're going to talk to the lady. Oh, one thing to do as well, you might want to do like a disconnect and a reconnect. So I can show you that. Go on the Ycom, press the plus button, like to disconnect. And then it will say local communication, and then I'll press it a second time, because this only takes like a few seconds. And there we go. Anne, hello. I feel like it's been a while. Lovely to see you. Oh, guys, we did also just beat a boss, so if you haven't clicked like on the video, now is a wonderful time to do it. So we're going to talk to the lady. We're going to say yes. You guys are going to select anything is fine, okay? It's very important you do select anything is fine. And then we're going to save the game. And then on this screen, we're going to press the plus button, okay? Notice in the bottom right-hand corner, it says link code, so we're going to press the button. We're going to do a slightly different code, okay? So we're going to go 0504 and then 0241, 0504 0241, okay? And then we're going to press the plus button to get to this screen, and then we're going to say, yes, we do, and then we're going to select invite others. A very important thing is always wait for me to hit invite others before pressing it yourself. So if I ever am typing in a code, and then I take a moment to press the invite others button, never press it before I do, okay? The other thing as well is you have to make sure you are on a good internet connection, like make sure... If you're able to connect your Switch like physically with like an Ethernet cable, then that obviously is like excellent. But if not, you do need to be like near your Wi-Fi router. And then the other thing is and you have to make sure you're not connected just to like mobile data or anything like that. Like if you're at a coffee shop or if you're like tethering off your phone for whatever reason, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Nintendo Switch. Does not like that. So Singcho, let us know everything that's going on your screen, because we can try and troubleshoot for you, but it just depends on what's going on. And be careful if you've got like VPNs or anything. That's a good point as well, Kevin. I think maybe we need to make a shortcut where we say it's just doing the countdown. So does it say communicating or searching, or like what does it say on your game? Because you say it's just doing the countdown, but that can mean multiple things. So if you're able to elaborate, that would be helpful. Satella, hi! Welcome. Singcho, did you do a disconnect and a reconnect? I will just check that as well. What we can do, maybe we could get a substitute. Well, we don't really have a substitute. Okay, if it says communicating, okay. Okay, we'll try one more time, but maybe we can line up a substitute here. So maybe Kevin could be the substitute. What we'll do... Maybe we'll all back out and we'll all do a disconnect and a reconnect, okay? And it is important that we all do it, not just myself and Singcho. Because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it's like, there's like one, sometimes there can be like a particular group of people and it just doesn't want to connect the whole group of people. But like everyone doing a disconnect and a reconnect has worked in connecting everyone. So let's just try this one more time. And then Kevin, if it gets down to like 59 seconds, we'll have you jump in, okay? So I'm going to do a disconnect and a reconnect. I know I've already done it, but just do it again, just to be safe. And if Ryan, if you don't mind doing one, and if Kieran, you don't mind doing one, I am sorry to get you working hard. We are going very slow today. I do apologize that the stream is going to be a little bit less fun, because we have only done one Dynamax adventure, like 45 minutes into this, but I want to make sure new people have a chance. So, no, it's okay, Singcho. We've had issues, and I don't know. If you could let me know about, like, your internet setup, like, are you sat right next to your Wi-Fi router? Are you on, like, the other side of the house? Are you upstairs from it? Like, stuff like that's helpful as well. Do you have a VPN? Does your computer have a VPN? Firewall? Stuff like that. Like, let me know. Right, we're going to say Dynamax Adventure. You guys are going to select anything is fine. Very important to do that. Very important to have the question mark on your screen on this bit. Plus button, we're going to do a new code, okay? It's 2:45 p.m. So let's go like 02450245, okay? And then the plus button, and then invite others, and then we should be good here. So let's see what happens here. Singcho, are you usually able to play with other people online, like in games, like in this one or other games? Okay, so there's Kieran, there's Ryan, so hopefully... Oh, no, Singcho, I just said about that. I'm really sorry. Yeah, if you're connected to, like, your phone's hotspot, that doesn't work. That's what the issue is. Yeah, so I did use the phrase, like, tethering, but yeah, sorry, that doesn't work. You need to be connected. We've only had, like, one person, like, one time have it work on the hotspot, and that was honestly a miracle. That's the reason why. It needs to be connected to, like, a nice, solid, stable, like, you know, home internet connection. That's why you can't connect, I'm afraid. Yeah, on this game, I don't know about, like, Scarlet and Violet, but on this game, yeah, we've had a bunch of people who have failed, and the hotspot thing has been a recurring issue. So, Kevin, I think that probably answers the question. I don't think you need to wait another 37 seconds. I think you can just jump right on in at this point. I'm really sorry, Singcho. That really sucks. I'm sorry if that is the only thing you've got. Again, it's nothing personal. It is just that it just doesn't work. Who was the person who did have it work? Was it Neo or someone else? I don't know. Like, there was someone where it was able to work for, like, a whole Dynamax adventure, and then they got booted out of, like, a turn 1 or something, and we were like, hey, like, maybe we can figure out what's happening or whatever. And then we were like, how did that even work? Like, we don't know. So Yuxi is a psychic type, but it has the levitate ability, so no ground type moves. Let's hit it with dark, ghost, and bug, preferably in that order. Like, dark types are the best, and then ghost types, and then bug types. But let's do this thing. Neo definitely had, like, some kind of issue, but I can't remember if they were the one where it kind of worked and then it kind of didn't. I'm torn about whether to go with Wheezing, because Wheezing does have Dark Pulse, but it is weak to Psychic. I'm going to pick Mr. Mime because it's a good support Pokemon. And then we'll see if we get anything better. Okay, that's not ideal. And because Wheezing has, like, the ability Canceller, which is, like, kind of a hindrance. And then we got Sandslash again, and Wailmer. Didn't we have, like, Wailmer and Sandslash last time as options? Oh, and then now we get Fire moves. Now we get a Manectric. Oh, gosh. Steel does resist Psychic, though, so that's something. The Dark Pulse convinced you. I don't blame you. Maybe... Oh, there is a Persian to the right, so that's something. And then, is that Jellicent in the top right corner, but it doesn't have any Ghost moves? Oh, okay. Right, let's see what we got. Tangela and... Oh, Rabombi! Oh, we can have Rabombi. Okay, this is fine. We can salvage this. Did somebody say salvage? But yeah, let's go Persian and then Rabombi. And then we can just go for whatever, like, at the end or whatever. Still not seeing Lurantis, by the way. I sort of keep forgetting to look out for it, but I'm not really seeing it. Do we want to have Persian in, like, 4th place? Like, if it is okay, if we can switch in, like, any order, like, provided, like, the matchups work well, would, like, a 4th place Persian make sense? Let's check the order. Okay, Piloswine's 3rd. Okay. So, I mean, we could just get rid of Piloswine and Sandslash, honestly. Oh, I can't really Dynamax here. I want a Helping Hand Sandslash. Oh god, I'm sorry. I can only Helping Hand here, so I gotta hope that Sandslash is using a Brick Break, and that Kevin's not like, I'll use a Swords Dance first. Right, it's using Snarl. Oh crud, and that's gonna lower our special attack. I was gonna say Sand. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, okay. Well, now that I'm not Dynamaxing, Sandslash does have the resistance to Sandslash does have the resistance to Psychic, which is quite nice. Ooh, we went with a turn 1 superpower. That's bold and brash. But no, so we do wanna wanna Dynamax here. I was like, wow, that Brick Break did a lot, but it's because I Helping Handed. So let's go Persian and Rabombi. Is that a sequel to Let's Go Pikachu? I love it, Viv. Love it. Okay. Oh, so Ryan, just as like a heads up, like generally, right, when we do these, we generally always want to Dynamax on the first turn. Like, so whoever can Dynamax, please Dynamax. It's only in super rare and weird situations that we don't want to Dynamax. Like, for example, having a Mr. Mime that only has one attacking move, and that attacking move having no effect on the opponent. Because normally we would be Dynamaxing like all the time, every time. The question is, do I want to... Oh, God. Do I want to switch because of Dynamaxing, or do I stay because I've got the resistance to Psychic? Oh, it's using Max Darkness. Crud. Okay. Okay. Right, Brick Break. So close. We're so close. But yeah, so Ryan, generally the way we play things is we like to Dynamax on turn 1. If you ever think it's a bad idea to, always like let us know and talk us through it. Don't just not do it though. But you know, if you sort of ever think like should I Dynamax? I think it might be a bad idea. We can tell you why it's probably actually a good idea to Dynamax. Because it's such a good mechanic. It's such a good, like, game mechanic that, it's really strong. And even if you think that, like, will it really give us an advantage? It probably will. It is real. A Mr. Mime versus a Dark type is one of those rare instances. Yeah, do we get rid of Piloswine, or do we... I think I'm gonna switch for this. Forgive me if, like, I should have stayed as a Helping Hand support Pokemon. But maybe we'll have, Ryan... Maybe Ryan can switch for the Rabombi. Because Piloswine's pretty nifty. Yeah, I don't know who we want to go for at the end. But, actually, no, maybe we could go for the Flygon, because Rabombi has a Fairy against... Oh, no, it's going to die. Oh, no, but we've got Kevin Dynamaxing. So, no, maybe we could go for Flygon for ×4 super effective. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, I think... Does this sound like a good idea, guys? Ryan... So, if Ryan switches Piloswine for this Rabombi, so at the end of this fight, Ryan switches, and then... So Ryan can Dynamax here and use Ice, like a Max Hailstorm or something like that. Oh no, Max Rockfall. You've got Max Rockfall. Sorry, you can use Max Rockfall if you Dynamax and use Max Rockfall. That will be super effective. And then you can switch for this Rabombi, and then you'll have a good Pokemon for the Uxie because you can use Pollen Puff against Uxie, and that'll be really strong. And then Kevin can go, and then if we go against Flygon, Kevin can use a Dynamax Max Hailstorm and probably, like, one-shot it. Your avatar's very cool, by the way. I like your avatar. And then I can Dynamax against the Uxie with my Persian. So, does that sound good? Does that make sense? I feel... Oh, come on! No, why? Well, how did it miss? It's like 95% accurate! Oh my gosh. Right, Sludge Bomb. Well done, everyone. At least your attacks are hitting. Right, Max Rockfall! Kadoosh! Can I just say, I'm very thankful that these computers never use Max Guard. Because if they used Max Guard, that would just be the most annoying thing ever. They're obviously, like, programmed to not use it. But still. I'm just going to go with a feint here. I was going to go with Snarl to, like, lower special attack. But I think I'll just go for this. I don't know. If it's 95% accurate, it's 50% accurate. You're right. You're right. Okay, that did nothing. But so did Rabombi. Okay, Rock Slide. Well done, Team 2. I am contributing nothing to this. So thank you for actually doing the work here. Max Guard would suck. It really would. So we want to catch everything. Always catch every Pokemon, okay? You want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them, okay? Even if you're not switching, always catch. I am worried that this microphone is, like, looser. Like, the stand is looser or something. But, I don't know. I'll have to check it afterwards. Right. So, Ryan. Piloswine for a Bombi. Excellent. Well done. You need everything for the decks anyway. That's the spirit. Ryan, what we can do is if we're ever playing with you, we can let you know what are, like, the more difficult Pokemon to obtain and stuff like that. Because there are some where, like, they're trade evolutions. So it's like, you may, like, oh, you might want to get this Pokemon because it's normally, like, very difficult to get in the game and stuff like that. Don't know if we've... Actually, like, for example, you might want to get the Persian, because we were literally discussing this yesterday. You can catch Meowth in Sword and Shield easily enough, but the Meows are Galarian Meows, and they evolve into Persica. But Persian evolves from Meowth, so if you get the Persian, that's like a much easier Pokemon to obtain from this mode. Like Flygon, you can get Trapinch and evolve it pretty easily in the base game. Rabombi, I think can you get Rabombi quite easily in the base game? I feel like you can. Might be wrong. But yeah. So hopefully Flygon doesn't go for Kevin here. I know I've jinxed it by saying that. But it would need to do like a Max Quake or something. So, yeah. Was this always as loose? I'm so curious as to whether this was always that loose. I think it has like a screw in the bottom, and I can tighten up the screw or something. Hey Flygon, here comes an ice storm. Or should I say, a nice storm? More like a nice storm. No, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Flygon, don't you dare do that thing I just outlined. Okay, so Pollen Puff, nice. You could go with Draining Kiss, like Draining Kiss. Oh, Steel Wing. Okay, but it hung in there, because like Draining Kiss is it is super effective and it is a better move, like it is a stronger move. Once you factor in like super effective. But this might KO it. So, ooh, okay, that did a lot. Yeah, you can trade like for a Kanto Meowth, can't you? But right, Dark Pulse hits. Very nice. So we're very close to victory now. And then I'm going to use another Snarl just to lower that special attack. You could Pollen Puff Kevin, but I think just finishing the battle is the safer thing, because Flygon is fast, so it's like, again, giving opponents a chances to attack. Like, it could have finished off Sandslash there, and then that could have been a problem. And whereas just attacking it, getting the KO, is like the guaranteed way to not take any damage is to just knock out the opponent. So So well done for the draining kiss there. That did the trick. And then, yeah, so Flygon. We have caught a Flygon. So well done, Team 2. And then. Do we want this for a Uxie? I don't think we really do. It's not that great. So, I'm going to say no. Ryan, sorry, learning is... No, Ryan, it's no worries. You're doing excellently so far, genuinely. You're doing very well. So, no worries at all. Again, and Ryan, I want to just give you one thing for context here. When I first got this game... So, I first got this game at, like, the beginning of 2020, and then I sort of played the DLC when it came out. So this mode, like, the second DLC came out at, like, I want to say Christmas-ish time, like, November, December or something, like, in 2020. Back in 2020. And so I played the Dynamax Adventures for like a good like month or so, and I kind of learned it a bit or whatever, but I didn't like learn everything there is to learn about it, I don't think. But I've been playing this mode like, you know, 5 or 6 times a week for like the past over 9 months now. Because I'm on strike. I can talk about... If you're interested in that, I can tell you about that, but I'm on strike at the minute. So that's why I've been, like, streaming a whole load, because I have way less work at the minute. So this was kind of my way to alleviate boredom and I don't know, accomplish something, I guess. But a lot of our community have joined me for, like, many, many months now, or, like, the whole time. Oh, okay, we are pollen puffing Kevin, but I kind of wish you hadn't said that, Kevin, because we don't really need to heal Kevin. The far more important thing, the best defense is a good offense, because Rabombi and Persian are the main attackers here. They are our main offensive power, so they are the main things that need to be doing damage here. So no, Ryan, don't worry. That was Kevin's fault. And Kevin and I have a certain rapport, so that's why I can say that. But yeah. But it's okay, though, because you're faster than me, so I've, like, lowered its special defense now, but if you use a Pollen Puff on Uxie, you'll do way more damage than you would have done on the first turn. So, like, I've weakened it, I've set you up, and then you can knock it down. 2, 4, 6, 8, is this Jiffy Buller great? But as I was saying, we've, like, played this mode like many times per week for like 9 months now, so we know a lot of these move sets inside and out. Because one thing about this mode, just so you know, the Pokemon have the exact same move sets and abilities every single time. They don't have the same natures or stats, but they do have the same abilities and move sets. So you can always you can basically like plan quite far ahead. And so we know a lot of Pokemon that, like, say, are, like, red herrings and stuff like that. So say if we were going up against a fire type, right? So say if we were, like, going up against a fire type and we saw that there was a Seismitoad, you might think, oh, well, let's get the Seismitoad. It's water and ground type. Whereas the rest of us who've been playing this for ages would be like, no, don't bother with the Seismitoad, because it doesn't actually know any water or ground moves. So we know, like, all this stuff about, like, this mode that we absolutely would not expect you to know. Because, again, some of these Pokemon have really weird movesets, or they use things that you wouldn't really traditionally expect about them. So you're doing a great job right now. And if you do keep coming back and you do keep joining us, which I hope you do, you will like learn all this stuff as well. And another thing I'll add as well is, even though we've been playing this for 9 months, even like we're not perfect, like we still make mistakes, we still get things wrong, we still forget about abilities. We either forget the abilities or we kind of forget. Like Weezing is a Pokemon that constantly throws us off because its ability cancels all the other abilities. So sometimes we'll say things like, oh, I'll use this move because of my ability, but then it's like, no, Bo, like there's a Weezing on the field, and it's like, oh no, and then we kind of like, you know, so we make mistakes all the time, and that's part of the fun of it at times. So well done, Team 2. Very nice work. Silent Storm, hello, welcome, good to see you. So yeah, but this mode is so much fun multiplayer. But yeah, don't worry. We will like proverbially hold your hand and kind of guide you through, and you will. Cheese isn't here today, is she? But like Cheese was someone who, like, when Cheese began with us, Cheese like was really like, please like tell me everything to do. But Cheese has like a really good intuition with this now, and sometimes Cheese will do things where it's like, oh, I decided to do this because I thought it might, and I'll be like, oh, Cheese, that's genius, yes, you know, like, so yeah. Right, Persian is not shiny, dang. Rabombi is not a dupe, because I did get Rabombi last week, didn't I? Flygon is not shiny. Ah, the humanity. Shout out to my marine biologist friend, humanity. Oh, Xander puts a good example. Levitate can also throw people off, as Pokemon's moves won't take that into account. And yeah, and the thing about the game is the game actually does have the little markers next to each attack telling you if they're like super effective or not very effective. But it doesn't do that for abilities. So, for example, with Flygon, it would say that, like, Mud Slap's a fine move to use, but, like, no, it's not. It's not, because it levitates. So, yeah. There's just a lot of things that, you know. So, but will we get the Golden Uxie? Oh, it's a Bluesky. But okay, never mind. So, Persian no, Rabombi no, Flygon no, and Uxie no. Let's see, though. Persian has special attack up, so does Rabombi, and Flygon has a neutral nature. I might go with the Rabombi, in honor of the one I got, like, last week or whatever. But yeah, none of these were Lurantis. Dang. We need to keep an eye out for Lurantis. Okay. So, oh, 116 points. That's nice. Ryan, nice. That's good. Yeah. And Ryan, if you, like, get to the end of your Pokedex, if you, like, keep coming back and everything, and you get to, like, 399 and you're like, oh, I just need Zacian, or I just need Zamazenta, please, like, as long as you keep coming back and stuff like that and kind of basically show yourself to be someone we can trust, we'll, like, happily help you out, like, complete the final bits of your Pokedex. You know, we won't, like, help you out now if you've only got 116, you know, but, like, once you're, like, close to the end, like, once you get to, like, that, like, 390-ish mark, we'll, like, happily help you fill in those, like, final 10 or whatever. You know, like, we'll happily do that for you, and we have for, like, other people. Like, we've had other people be really close to finishing, and so we've helped them get it so that they can get the shiny charm. Because it really does help you get more shinies, like, you know, I'm sorry to say it, but, like, it does. Welcome back. Would you like us to keep Uxie? Yes, I would. But yeah. But right now, you know, just enjoy the game. You have plenty of Pokemon to fill the Pokedex with. But yeah, once you get to those final few and it's, like, quite hard, or you might need to, like, trade from another game or whatever, we can totally do that stuff. Okay. So, Thundurus. Oh, so we're going to do Thundurus next. Could we do a very quick check-in? Who is able to do a Thundurus, would like to do a Thundurus? Could you please write strike in big capital letters, the number of times you have played so far today, and then let me know if you can do Thundurus, okay? Ready, set, bow, let me know. Ryan, if you want to play and you're like, hang on, what is all this? You can just tell me. If you would like to do a Thundurus, we'll happily have you for a Thundurus. You can just say, yes, I would like to do Thundurus. But basically, this whole, like, strike thing is, like, a system I have, so, like, I can kind of see who's around and able to play, and the word strike is nice and big and, like, visually easy for me to see. So let's see what we've got. Okay, Silent Storm. Yes, let's get Silent Storm. Let's get Silent Storm. If Ryan would like to do Thundurus, I'd like to have Ryan join us again, if that's okay. Otherwise, we might need to do some, not science, we might need to do some Nightbot random thingy-majig game. Okay, so Ryan's gonna, okay, so Ryan, you can join us for a Thundurus, perfect. Otherwise, okay, so let's have Silent Storm, let's have Ryan, and then, hang on, I just need to, I don't think Silent Storm, oh no, Silent Storm is there. Okay, excellent. And then, okay, let's get Silent Storm there. Okay, so for Thunderous, we're going to have Ryan, we're going to have Silent Storm, and then we're going to have one more player. We're going to let Nightbot randomly decide who is our final player. So, the opposite of science, democracy. You know, basically, there's out of context on Lara. Like what you've said, like within the lore of the strike streams, is 100% correct. With no context, though, that sentence makes no sense. Okay, so Nightbot is going to decide our final player here. If Nightbot says number 1, it will be on Lara. If Nightbot says number 2, it will be Skywatcher. And if Nightbot says number 3, it will be Kieran, okay? So good luck, everyone. Here we go. But we can have you guys on the wild card. It's okay. Okay, so here we go. Thunderous player number 3 will be on Lara. So on Lara, please come on down. On Lara gets to spin the wheel and guess the price of a dishwasher. Okay, so on Lara, I'm going to put you over there, because that's the joke I make, and I'm never going to not make it. Okay, so on the Ycom, please make sure you're connected to the internet. You don't need to do a disconnect if you like already connected. We'll hopefully everyone will connect nice and easily here. We're going to say Thunderous, we're going to save the game, and then... Oh, okay. Singcho, we'll try and get you on like the next round, okay? We'll try and get you on the next round. I have already decided this team, so we'll try again. But so we're gonna go 0504, and then let's go 1512. 0504 1512, or like 0504 1512. Okay? And this is going to be Ryan, Silent Storm, and on Lara. And then in the next team, I'll put Singcho on the spreadsheet. And then I'm just putting Kevin on team 1 because I never actually did that. So Silent Storm's in, on Lara's in, and then we just need Ryan, and then we should be good. There we go, excellent. Oh, let me just do my spiel about Thunderous, because this is important, and I do this every time, but I'll do it especially for Ryan's sake. So, Thunderous is electric and flying type, which means he's an awkward fellow because he's only weak to ice and rock moves. So we'll keep an eye out for ice and rock moves. But if we can't get that, which is kind of likely, we'll have to rely on things defensively or defensively. If we see any Pokemon with the Lightning Rod ability, such as Manectric or Cantonian Raichu, that's really awesome. Obviously, ground types are brilliant as well. But if we can't get those things that just are like that resist electric, such as dragon, grass, and other electric types, they can be good too. Thunderous offense, in terms of its own offenses, in terms of its attacks, it doesn't have any flying moves, so don't worry about getting hit by any flying moves. It does have Sludge Wave for like spread poison damage, so watch out for that if we have grass types. Or we will have to be aware of that if we have grass types. And then it has Rain Dance, Weather Ball, and Thunder. So it likes using Rain Dance and Thunder for 100% accurate Thunder, but then it also likes using Rain Dance and Weather Ball for a water type attack. If we change the weather with like ice and rock moves, just a heads up that it will change the Weather Ball as well. So it does mean that this Thunderous could in theory also use fire moves, rock moves, or most dangerously, ice moves. So I know that's a lot to digest, but I promise it will all be okay. But I need to say it because Thunderous is one of our most like complex foes. Gastrodon is a ground type, and it does have a rock move, albeit Waterfall actually mathematically is like a lot like better, but anyway. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Gastrodon. Oh, Manectric on Lara. You got the Manectric. Okay, Galvantula resists electric, so I'd say Galvantula is a good next pick because it does resist electric. Although not that matters as much. And then Sudowoodo is a rock type with a rock move. So Sudowoodo with Stone Edge is really, really awesome. Nice pick there, Ryan. So, Ryan, the only thing you will have to be a little bit careful of, just be careful about using Stone Edge too many times. You can use it, like, say, once in each battle, and then have, like, 2 left for Thunderous. Like, that'll be fine, but I just want to give you that heads up. Okay, let's see what we got. What's the grass type? Is it Lurantis? Oh, Lurantis is on the left! Oh, can we go left for Lurantis? Oh, I know that there's a Kingler to the right, and it's easier for us to beat. But there's a Lurantis on the left. There's a Lurantis on the left. And Onlera will have Max Flare, which will give Lurantis a chance to use Weather Ball. But yeah, Onlera, no switching. Sky is just gonna listen to the stream for a bit. Okay, no worries, Sky. But right, okay, I'm gonna go big or go home. And then I'm gonna set up the rain in Spain, mostly on the plains. Onlera could go with an overheat on turn 1 just because I'm about to set up rain, but we'll see how this goes. I didn't talk through that quickly enough. I know Togedemaru is not a good matchup here, but if Sudowoodo uses Stomping Tantrum, hopefully Sudowoodo is used Stomping Tantrum again. I am sorry. Oh, and because one thing as well, Ryan, I don't necessarily, like, I can't, like, sort of tell each and every person, like, each individual move to use, like, every single turn, nor would I want to do that. I do want you guys to, like, have your own individual sense of move choice and stuff. You're not here to just be, like, extra buttons and extra switches for me to virtually press, you know. I don't want this to be... I want this to be a different experience than me just having, like, 4 switches and playing the game by myself. But I will always just try and give, like, suggestions for things if I can. You know, because also sometimes people do forget about certain abilities and certain moves and stuff like that. And, oh, that's annoying. But yeah. You're using the last ability. I believe that... that might be Body Press. I can't remember. But let's find out. You are going to... Oh, you're the slowest one. Interesting. I thought Gastrodon was going to be the slowest. Let's see what we got here. Or is it Stomping Tantrum? I feel like it's like Stone Edge, Stomping Tantrum, and then Body Press is the last one. Okay, so you did go with a Body Press, which isn't bad. Do go for Stomping Tantrum next time. The reason why is it's... Stomping Tantrum is like ×4 super effective, because Togedemaru is electric and steel. So ground is good against both of those, whereas Body Press is only good against steel. It did boost its own defense, so maybe a Body Press might do like a bit more or whatever. But there's the mainnet trick with the lightning rod. Okay. Oh crud! But the Electro Web. Oh, it's a spread move. It hits everyone else. But yeah, this Stomping Tantrum actually might not do a whole lot more just because of that max steel spike, but I kind of love to see how much damage it does. So, but yeah, it boosting its defense, that is annoying. Oh, there we go. See, that's why we wanted Stomping Tantrum. That did so much more damage. But yeah. And so, Ryan, if you ever do hear me sort of talk about, like, oh, use, like, your strongest moves, or just, like, use your ones that do the most damage or whatever, that's kind of the thing I'm talking about. Because, like, say, if you had used that on turn 1, we would have won this fight by now. And I'm not, like, blaming you when I say that, but I just mean that little bit of health was the difference between a Body Press and a Stomping Tantrum. And that kind of thing can really... Again, having played this for 9 months, we have had fights where that little bit of health difference has then made a big difference in the overall battle. Right here in this fight, it didn't matter. It's not a problem. But we have had some fights where they're a bit tougher, and where we've kind of held back and used weaker moves that don't do as much damage, and then, you know, we've kind of like, we've not that we've seen it all at this point, but we've seen a lot. And, yeah. So, we don't need to switch to this, do we? Because I think, well, I suppose in theory, like, you know, one of the, like, the Galvantula could if its health was low or something, but, oh, I know that there's a Glalie, but there's a Lurantis. There's a Lurantis. I'm going to pick Lurantis. I know Glalie's better, but I need Lurantis. We can, if we need to go for Glalie, we can go for Glalie. But the thing is, we already have a good team. So... yeah, and that's the thing as well. We have... Onlara makes a good point that we have people of all different levels of experience, and so we do try and, like, tailor for that. And we don't just assume that everyone's gonna know everything. Because one thing as well, when I say about... here's the thing. I often say about using the strongest moves. When I say that, I mean I'm doing, like, a calculation in my head of, like, which attack does the most damage, you know. So I like, know a lot of these numbers, so I know that, like, Waterfall is, like, an 80 power move, and that Rock Tomb is, like, 60. There we go. You know, so I'm kind of, like, factoring in these things, and... you know, so sometimes if I say, like, do, like, a strongest move or something, you know, someone might pick, like, Skitter Smack over Rock Tomb because 70 is a bigger number than, oh, hang on, no, I don't want to do Skitter Smack. We don't want to lower this thing's stats. But yeah, so we try and, like, account for the different levels, but yeah, like, if I sort of say about using strongest attacks or something, I don't necessarily mean pick the highest number. Sometimes people will think I mean that because of their level experience, but it's kind of just about, like, pick the move that's, like, strong and super effective, and then if you do that, you'll be fine. Hopefully this doesn't use a Weather Ball on Galvantula. Now, normally, Ryan, another thing as well, normally we would have picked Glalie. It's just for a very dumb reason, that I won't bother explaining why, but for a very dumb reason, I need a Lurantis, and I've been waiting for one for a few days, so the rest of my chat, they know that, like, I need Lurantis, and that's kind of why we've gone for Lurantis here. Normally, we would have gone for the Glalie, the Ice type, because an Ice type is an Ice type, but yeah. But I think as long as we max Flare again and everything, like max Flare, Bug Buzz, Body Slam is fine. It's more accurate. Then this should be fine. That is a very dead Gastrodon. Yeah, and that's the reason why we normally would not pick a Lurantis in this situation. But it was like, well, what are the odds that it would use a Grass move against Gastrodon? And it turns out 100%. Right, Light Screen. That's actually pretty good, though. Okay, Max Flare. Good. I can't believe Bo is going to fill out a spreadsheet before getting another shiny legendary. I mean, I think statistically this was always the more likely thing to happen. It's like a 1 out of 200, but we're getting like 10 opportunities each time, so it's more like 1 in 20 or something like that. Right, Pokeball, go. Although, if I get a shiny, then I can't take the Lurantis. Or if I get a shiny Lurantis, it doesn't count. It has to be a normal, non-shiny Lurantis when I don't get any other shinies. So I'm now actively rooting to not get a shiny, which is very messed up. Right, we don't want Lurantis. We wanted to fight it, but we don't want to keep it. Because we already have a pretty good team here, I would say. So we wanted to fight it. Well, we didn't really even want to fight it, but to be honest. But anyway, we got Starmie, and we've got... Okay, Galvantula is good against Starmie, so I say that... And Starmie is going to be better than... I think we want to fight Starmie, but not keep Starmie. And then, because, like, Scolipede just doesn't really offer anything here. So, you know, like, we have 2 electric types here who are going to be very good against Starmie. Like, if we set up, like, electric terrain, then this will do, like, really well. But, so we're hoping for, like, no shiny then in a shiny stream. I know, it's very messed up. Someday I will explain this, but yeah, I kind of basically, because we've found Lurantis, I kind of don't want a shiny now. And it's for a very dumb reason indeed. Right, now I can use Skitter Smack, so that's good. I can finally use this again. Because the thing about Lurantis, Lurantis has the contrary ability, which means that if you try to lower its stats, it actually gets a stat increase. And if it tries to increase its stats, it actually gets its stats lowered. And what this means is that a move like Skitter Smack is supposed to lower the opponent's special attack, but against Lurantis, you would be boosting its special attack. So, yeah, I had to be careful there, and then I died anyway. Oh, the lightning rod! I forgot about See, this is what I mean when we forget about things. But we can use a bug move here. Couldn't we have Lurantis, turn 1 Leaf Storm, and then Starmie Max Hailstorm, and then Weather Ball? I mean, in theory we could, but it's very elaborate, and then it gives, Thunderous the opportunity to use ice moves, which is like, well, that could just KO Lurantis, is the problem. I would say it's gonna be way better having Sudowoodo use a Max Rockfall. Max Rockfall is definitely like the way better move to use. Like Sandstorm and Rock is definitely better than like Ice and Hail, even with like Lurantis. I would rather have the like Lightning Rod and all the resistance to electricity, and then the Rock move than like everything else. In a different Dynamax adventure, that would certainly be a good strategy. Like, and we have done strategies before where, like, we've picked a Pokemon that has Weather Ball, and, like, specifically because we're utilizing a weather that's, like, useful against the opponent. But in this match right here, we've got Lightning Rod, we've got another electric... Like, if it uses Discharge, it's just not going to do a whole lot of damage. So we don't want to switch here. No switching. Icy Wind would still be... Yeah, but having electric resistance is better than having an electric weakness. And don't forget that, like, basically, Galvantula can power up Manectric. So it's basically, we could, like, really supercharge Manectric in this fight. Galvantula's job here is to basically just sit and not die. Like, yes, Galvantula will be able to... Like, basically, Galvantula... Keep using Thunder on Thunderous, because it might nullify our abilities. But it will just probably get absorbed by Manectric. But we can, like, superpower... You know, charge up Manectric. And if we do get, like, if we do get, like, a Max Lightning from, like, Thunderous, then, well, no, actually, no, it's impossible for Max Lightning, but still, like, having a powered-up Manectric is not going to be a bad thing. Galvantula will be weak to Weather Ball once it's Rock-type. That is true, and it immediately counteracts the thing I said about Ice being weak, you know, with, like, Starmie, but, again, but here's the thing. We would have had to have switched Sudowoodo for Starmie to get a Max Hailstorm, and it's like, well, a Sudowoodo Max Rockfall is going to be way better, like a bajillion times better than a Starmie using a non-stab Max Hailstorm. And you got to remember, Max Hailstorm would be really weak because it's based on a 55 power base 55 power move, whereas Sudowoodo's Stone Edge is like 100 base power, so it's like... This Max Rockfall is going to be just infinitely more powerful than a Max Hailstorm. The thing about having Starmie, it's a very elaborate plan. You lose a resistance to electric to gain a weakness to it. It's just very... And we would have had to have switched for Lurantis, which would have meant switching... It would have meant, like, switching Galvantula and Sudowoodo. I just don't think that's better than, like, having a Starmie and a Lurantis. If we were stuck with a Starmie and Lurantis, I think it would be fine. But I think that's a very elaborate plan that just doesn't even hit as hard. So, why not Waterfall and not a Rock move? Because they're the same power, but Rock Tomb is less accurate. Okay. Maths! But yeah, Sandstorm doesn't power up rock moves either. It's purely a defensive thing, so... But yeah, no, that's the thing, I don't trust... Because I know it's like, well, wouldn't you get the speed drop? And that is true. But I don't trust the accuracy. I would rather just... And plus, we do now have the water up, so my waterfall actually will do more damage on this turn. Well, no, it won't because I'm slower, but... Yeah, my heart was in the right place. Ooh, nice. But yeah, but basically, Rock Tomb is 60 power times 2, that's 120. Waterfall is 80 power times 1.5 a stab, 120. So they're the exact same power, but Rock Tomb is slightly less accurate. So unless you really want that speed difference, unless you really want that speed difference, which, you know, arguably we do, but, oh, don't do this on Galvantula. Okay, it did it on me, huzzah. Oh, Singcho, it doesn't work anymore for you. Oh, dang, that's a shame. I'm really sorry. But there we go, we beat the Thunderous. But yeah, the thing, here's the thing as well. Because Thunderous does have a spread move in Discharge, having resistance to electric is very, very important. If we were going up against, what's like a Pokemon, something like Dialga, right? If we were going up against something like Dialga didn't, although, did Dialga have Breaking Swipe? Maybe it had Breaking Swipe, but if we were going up against a Pokemon that, didn't have any spread moves, then all we would have to fear is, like, the Pokemon, you know, the legendary Pokemon, like, targeting the right Pokemon. And you can take a gamble on that. But the thing is, with these spread moves, because they're, like, the bonus move, they always use the bonus move when they're in danger. And so it's like, this Thunderous is, like, basically guaranteed to use a Discharge. So it's like, having Pokemon that resist electric and are immune to paralysis, like, risking paralysis with Lurantis and giving away a super effective on Starmie, it's just very elaborate when it just doesn't need to be. So, Togedemaru is not shiny. Lurantis is not shiny. I do need a shiny Starmie. That's not shiny, though. It always fools me for a sec. But will we get the 1 in 100 slightly purple Thunderous? That's not a shiny Thunderous, which means, let me just check, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. That means that as of this Lurantis, we have officially completed the spreadsheet arena. And again, Ryan has no idea what this is about either. I won't bother explaining it, but basically... and in fact, I actually need to fill in a couple of slots, I think. We saved the game. Welcome back. Would you like us to keep a record of Thunderous? I would. Let me just see if I can show you guys. Hang on. I might need to, like, fill in a slot or something. Hang on. Where is it? Lurantis. Here we go. Did I feel like I might have missed something. What was... hang on, who did we had Magmar, Lampant, oh, Dubwool. No, wait, hang on, Magmar, where's Magmar? Magmar's there, we have Dubwool, and then we have Lampant as well. Yeah, okay, so basically, hang on, this is what I've been working on ever since I filled up all my boxes. I now have one of every Pokemon from the Dynamax Adventure. So this is all the Dynamax Adventure Pokemon in order. So, like, the 2 Marowaks, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, you got, like, the 2 Mr. Mimes, and Scyther, and Jinx, and Electabuzz, and Magmar. So this is what I've been working on for, like, the past couple of months, and whenever I talk about the spreadsheet arena, it's been tracking this. So I have all the Pokemon now from the Dynamax Adventure. I have one of every kind, including the 2 Unpheasants. No, Unpheasants. So I have the 2 Unpheasants as well. And yeah, and the 2 Jellicents. Oh, wouldn't it be Jellicent? So yeah, there you go. That is one of everything. Carkol and Colossal. And then, oh, I thought I had like a Butterfree like here. I need to put the Butterfree there, but yeah, there you go. So that's the spreadsheet arena done. And then I do need to, I'm almost filled up my boxes, so I was a bit worried I was going to fill up my boxes before I was ready to do it, but yeah, there you go. So I now, with that Lurantis, I now have one of everything on this save file. Right. Well done, everyone. Thank you for helping me achieve that random arbitrary goal. Okay, so it's time for the wild card round. So, Ryan, if it's okay, I think we have had other people who haven't played as many times as you have. But what we do at this point is we work through my 3 tickets, and then what we do is we do the wild card, which is where I play with people in chat, right? So what I do is I ask them, guys, do you have any of the following tickets saved on your game? Do you have Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Guzzlord, and or Stack Attacker? And if anyone in chat has those tickets, what they do is they let me know by saying strike in big capital letters. And then they say how many times they've played, and then they let me know their tickets, and then we do a couple of Dynamax Adventures where I play with I don't host the adventure, other people host them. So chat, let me know. Ready, set, bow. Who can you do? Now is the time to let me know who you've got and if you're around. Sky just left. I don't think... Did I actually say goodbye to Sky? I'm sorry, Sky. Bye, Sky. Oh, we could do a Silent Storm Xurkitree. Oh, and we could maybe do a Kevin Buzzwole, although this is probably the point where Kevin's like, if we do Buzzwole, I have to play right away, because you probably need to leave soon. Oh, and then... Oh, Onlara does have Pheromosa, though. I am going to say a Xurkitree with Silent Storm first. If Kevin's around to do Buzzwole afterwards, maybe we could go for Buzzwole. But yeah, unless Silent Storm is going to be around for certain in like the 20-25 minutes. Like, we could do a Kevin Buzzwole now, and then we could do like a Xurkitree with Silent Storm after. But is that okay, Silent Storm? Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, so why don't we do a Buzzwole with Kevin? Because I don't think a lot of people have Buzzwole. Unless this is the point where everyone's like, no, Bo, we've all got Buzzwole. So if we do Buzzwole first, could you guys let me know if you can do Buzzwole, please? So like strike, number of times you played Buzzwole. I know you've all just typed in strike the number of times you played and said your tickets. But why don't we try and do a Buzzwole with Kevin? And then we'll have Silent Storm. You can play in this one as well, like if you want to. So don't feel you have to like hold back because you're playing in like 20 minutes. You are absolutely welcome to play in this one as well. So if it's like Kieran and you, because on Lara you can do Xurkitree, right? Unless this is the point where you're like, I can't do Xurkitree. Basically, can everyone do Buzzwole and Xurkitree? I suppose that's the question I should have asked, isn't it? Because if Onlara can do... okay, Onlara can still do either. But yeah, why don't we have... Okay, yeah, so why don't we do Kevin, Kieran... Kevin, Kieran, and Silent Storm now, and then Silent Storm... and Onlara can do like the next one, unless we get like a bunch of like Strike Zero people come in chat. But I'm going to provisionally put you in Team 5 Onlara, okay? So let's go Silent Storm, Kieran, Kevin. So Kevin, if you begin getting the code ready, and then I will just as I update the spreadsheet. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to connect to the internet on the Wycom, and then we're going to talk to the nice lady, and then we're going to say that anything goes, but I will also select anything goes, because anything goes. Okay, Kevin has set up the code. It is going to be 05, 04, 09, 07. I like it, Kevin. I like it. So there we go. Ready, set, bow. Yeah. Yeah, I need to check this mic afterwards. So I know I've said that a bajillion times, but say yo. But yeah, here we go. Oh, so this is Buzzwole, who is a fighting and bug type, which is the same as Heracross. Very physically defensive good, so if we can lean more special, just keep that in mind. But sometimes we're not afforded that luxury. But yeah, with that typing, though, that means that we are after flying, especially that flying is super duper omega ×4 effective. But then there's also fire, psychic, and theory. So if we're able to get those, that works as well. And yeah, I did beat the Somnium Files last night, by the way. I did get the final ending. It's a very good game. I did really enjoy it. And I was very impressed. Because I've just not really played a game like that before. I don't think I've done like a visual novel, and I don't think I've really done point and click before, so good stuff, good stuff. Oh, Carcoal is a fire type. There we go. Eldegoss does have Weather Ball, which I'll just say in case we do get a fire type. But yeah, unfortunately, all these are kind of weak or bad against Buzzwole in one way or another. Maybe Araquanid is the best one, yeah. Nice pick, Kieran. I was going to say, Araquanid was like the best one there. And then Dragonair can use Breaking Swipe or like Max Wormwind, but let's see if we can get something better. Slowbro does have Flamethrower and like Expanding Force, so it's actually not bad. Is that Lurantis to the right? That bad. Okay, it's Serena, thank goodness. Yeah, I do think left is better here because of Slowbro. Magnetric does have Overheat. I will just throw that out there. Oh, Sigalith! Oh, Sigalith! Sigalith is on the left. Okay, I actually think we might want to switch for all three of these. What do you guys think? I think we may want to have, like, Magnetric with, like, Overheat. I think we definitely want to have Sigalith in, like, 4th place for that max Airstream. And then Slowbro is just kind of super effective with, like, Psychic or Expanding Force or whatever. So, why can't we get fire types today? In fairness, I don't think there are actually that many of them. I could be wrong. But yeah. I'm going to go with because Slowbro is that bit bulkier, I am going to go with a Fire Spin first. And then I'll go with Rock Slide or Overheat afterwards. Kieran does need Shiny Sigalith. Yeah, if you didn't have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Shiny Sigalith. I got a bunch of them because of that game, but are there like okay? Let's work through the fire types. So you've got like there's like Charmeleon, Combuskin, and Blaziken. There's a Alolan Marowak, right? But there's not like Growlithe or Vulpix or anything. Flareon's in there, so there are a few. But then Gen 2, there's not like Houndoom or anything. I don't think there are really like any Gen 2 fire types, I don't think. Gen 3, there's nothing like Camera. There is Torkoal, but there's not like Camerupt. Gen 4 doesn't really have any fire types, apart from like Rapidash and Infernape. They aren't in this game. Oh, there is Magmar as well. Okay, so there are like a few. But here's the thing. I will just get this point across. I think because of the starters, we generally think of fire types as being this like really prominent type in Pokemon. Fire types overall aren't really that common. Like normal, given it's kind of often lumped in with water, there are so many more water types than fire types. Like, we sort of say, like, oh, fire, water, grass, electric. There are so many water types, and fire is just not as common compared to them. There is Heatmore as well. And Lampent. Lampent's a good one. Gen 6. Is there anything from Gen 6 that's fire? Like there's not Pyroar or anything like that. 7 point out of 10, too much water. That is also the amount out of 10 as a fraction of how much water, how many of the Pokemon in Pokemon are water types. Okay, well done everyone. We're very close to victory here. Very close. We're like one attack away, I think. Oh, Salazzle's a good point. And obviously there is Carcoal and Colossal. But is there like a Gen 6 fire type? Salazzle's like a Gen 7. But see, here's my point. In a lot of these generations, there's only one fire type. Like, there's only one... Whereas, like, I would say each generation has multiple grass and multiple water. But some of the, like, hang on. Okay, I'm going to look through the list now. Oh, who's switching? Good question. What have we got next? We've got Manectric next, right? So, let's see if we can get rid of whoever's, like, worse against Manectric. Or, like, we'll look at, like, Dynamaxing. We want to keep Marowak, I would say. So let's get rid of Araquanid. Let's get rid of Araquanid, because it's got less health, and it's already a water type. So let's get rid of Araquanid. So Kieran, Araquanid, Araquanid, and Centiskorch. Araquanid, and there is a Centiskorch on this path, but there's Sigilyph, so we're going to go for that. We'll have a look in a sec. Okay, yeah, so let's go for Manectric. It has Overheat, because I think we'll probably be able to one-turn this. I think with Sigilyph in 4th slot, we can one-turn this, so Manectric can just go for Overheat turn 1. I'll go for Overheat turn 1. And then, yeah. So, yeah, Kevin will need to... Okay, so Kevin will need to switch after this one. But then that means we'll have an Electric type for the final fight, so that'll be good. Okay, let's look through the list of Pokemon. Shall we? That are in this mode. I could wait and show off my PC, but... okay, there's Charmeleon. There's Charmeleon. And then there is the Marowak. There is the Marowak. That's very true. There is the Marowak. But then, and then there is Magmar, okay, and Flareon. So Gen 1 does have 4 of them, but then Gen 2, there are no fire types from Gen 2, right? None at all. So 0 out of 100. And then Gen 3 does have Combuskin and Blaziken. I do feel like the starter is a bit of a cheat, but it does have Torkoal, so that's fair enough. But so Gen 3 does have 3, which it's fair enough. Gen 4, though, there's nothing. Gen 5... There is Lampent, and Heatmore. Is there anything else, though? Because that was just from memory. I'm actually just looking now. But yeah, so only 2 from Gen 5. Oh, Gen 6 does have Talonflame. I did forget about Talonflame, so kudos to Gen 6. Gen 7 does have Salazzle. And Gen 8 does have Centiskorch, Carkol, and Colossal. So there are, like, a few. Okay? There are, like, a good few. But what was that, though? Like 3, 1, 1... So that's like 5... and then 7... if we go for 7... 0... And then 10... and then... if I've added this up right, which I might not have done... I think it's about like 14... But that's like 14 out of 226, right? So like 14 out of 226. What is that as a percentage? That's like 6%. It is like about like a 1 in 20, which, it isn't, again, given we only get about 10 Pokemon each time, having a 1 out of 20 isn't that much. Not that much. Right, okay, so Manectric. Very well done, everyone. Very well done indeed. So yeah, we'll get rid of the Marowak. We'll get ground down by a Marowak. So, well done. And then basically, if we keep everything, there we go. And then basically, Silent Storm can switch Dragonair for the Sigilyph. So if we go in the middle for Sigilyph, okay, and we do get some berries afterwards, so that's pretty good. We have a very good team here as well. Like, I'm Rock, Kevin has Electric, Slowbro can just, like, use Max Flare here. This will be fine. And then, but yeah, we can just use, like, electric moves and stuff like that. Oh, don't use Thunder, by the way. Oh, you have Lightning Rod. Oh, yeah, go with Blizz. Well, no, but you could power up Manectric. So you can either go for a Blizzard and see if you hit, or you can power up Manectric. Honestly, I would say power up Manectric, but... Because Blizzard is just unreliable, and Manectric is, like, stronger than Dragonair anyway, and it has Stab. So I would be tempted to say use Thunder, like, use Thunder on Sigilyph with the intent of helping Manectric. But yes, it's been a while since we've had Lightning Rod, hasn't it? I feel. We're always after it for Thundurus, but we actually, like, never get it. But again, I guess it is only, like, 2 Pokemon out of 200, so it's like a 1%, you know, thing, sort of. Maybe not. I make sure to listen to Bo most of the time. No, that's true, that's true. But I still think, even though using Thunder against Sigilyph wouldn't have the intended effect of, like, hitting Sigilyph, I actually still think it's a better strategy than using Blizzard, because Manectric is, like, really strong. So, like, powering up Manectric is, like, a useful strategy here. I guess Lightning Rod never strikes in the same place twice. I like it, Kevin. I like it. Okay. So, everyone just keep going. I'm a bit annoyed about my health, but we are getting berries after this, so it's fine. Ooh, nice. See, look how much damage that did. Here's max airstream. Hang in there, Slowbro. Okay, yeah. So with the berries, we should be fine here. So there's Thunder. And then... I mean, we maybe could have gone for, like, a Blizzard on that turn, I guess, technically. But, like, it doesn't matter. Like, we won. We won. And we would have won either way. So, like, it's all good. Like, I know technically it's like, oh, could we have won that battle one move faster? Yes. But I think helping Manectric was, like... The thing to keep in mind is if we'd used Blizzard twice, if you use Blizzard twice, the most likely outcome of using Blizzard twice is that you are going to miss at least once, if not both times. Like, missing at least once or both times is more likely than hitting twice. So, you know, using Lightning to help out Manectric is actually the more consistent strategy. So, Dragonair for Sigilyph. Dragonair, Sigilyph, Dragonair, Sigilyph, Dragonair for Sigilyph. And then we're going to use Air Slash! No, we're going to use Max Airstream. It's going to be big, it's going to be bold, it's going to be beautiful. I cannot wait to see how this goes. This is really going to be... We might finish this fight very quickly. I'm just going to say it. Like, if we use, like, Expanding Force, Overheat, and Max Airstream, I think we're going to one-turn this. So, I am very excited. I only care if we can finish a battle a round sooner, not a move sooner. Exactly. See, in theory, I could have had a Rock Slide miss, you know, but that would have just been, like, unlucky more than, like, inefficient, you know. So, right, here we go. I'm gonna work on the assumption we're gonna one-turn this. So, Overheat's turn 1. And for the honor of Kiba, we have the power. I wish the alert about Lightning Rod only showed up once. You need to explain it every time, unfortunately. Okay. Right, here we go, everyone. Let's do this thing. So there's the Overheat. That was non-stab, and it did, like, what, a quarter of the health there? That's pretty well. Okay, here's the Airstream. Airstream! Oh, that's really close. Well done. Well done. Okay. Okay, Buzzwell's getting desperate. Well done, Team 4. Oh, okay, Leech Life. Oh, that's no fair. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. But that actually didn't recover that. Oh, Lunge, Bullock, Plunge. Wait, it has Lunge and Leech Life? That's kind of wild. No! No, it missed. How did it miss? It's 2 feet in front of you. But we did it anyway. Kevin doesn't care about finishing one move later, so there you go. Well done, Team 4. Very well done, everyone. Seriously, excellent work. That was great. That was great. I love it when we actually get a team that, like, you know, works really well, and that you don't have to... I mean, in fairness, we did have that for Thunderous, because we had, like, a Rock-type, 2 Electrics, and a Ground. But, you know. Great job, Team Save Ubo. That basically, it's like the meme thing. Like, thank you, everyone, for not you helping me in this adventure. So well done, Team 4. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Slowbro is a no-bro. Mainetric is not a dupe. Sigalith is not a 3DS repeat. But will we get the Mario and Luigi Super Swole Saga? No, unfortunately. Oh well. Slowbro is a no... Oh, so yeah, I guess I'll just check for, like, good abilities and natures and stuff. Because I might want to switch out one of my Pokemon or whatever, but otherwise I'm just going to pick something with... Why do I get everything that's, like, lax and gentle? Always lax and gentle. I got 2 laxes. I'm just going to go with Mainetric because it's my favourite. But I'll be deleting it, I'm sure. But anyway... right, Mainetric has been sent to a box. Okay, so Kevin, thank you very much. Get out of here, you scamp. No, Kevin, thank you for joining us. So we're going to be doing Xurkitree, Silent Storm hosting Xurkitree next. So just kind of like half get ready. Who is around and able to do a Xurkitree? Like Kieran or Lara? Oh, this microphone's really wobbly. I do not... I suspect this is from the knocking over the other day. But I think there is a screw in the bottom and I can tighten it. So maybe I just need to tighten the screw. Right, do I want to delete any records? No, I do not. Okay. Right. But if it is just Silent Storm on Lara and Kieran, then we can kind of take it from there, and that'll be our final team. But I do just want to see if anyone has joined the chat. If you haven't clicked like on the video, please do so now, because we're probably... Okay, I'm going to give a 10-second heads up. If there's anyone else who wants to play, speak up now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, it will be Silent Storm on Lara and Kieran. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Will we get the return of Froggo? 3, 2, 1. Timeout. Oh, Nightbot posted then. I was a bit like, but no. But okay. So, yeah, let's have Silent Storm on Lara and Kieran. Join us for one final round. So let's talk to the nice scientist lady. And then we'll say anything goes, unless you're Silent Storm, who will be selecting Xurkitree. And then, we shall await a code. This microphone is kind of loose. Of course Nightbot has a Switch. That's how we're able to play multiplayer together. Okay. So, oh, I thought Kieran said, like, do you have a Switch? I thought you were joking. Okay. So, yeah, here we go. No, it's okay. Like, typing's hard, and if you have anything with, like, autocorrect constantly messes things up. That's why I had so much trouble typing in, like, Singcho's name earlier, because it's, like, such a long username. That like, it was just hard getting the keys right, or your phone would kind of... Because your phone keyboard kind of half predicts what you're pressing. Even if you're pressing a particular part of the screen, it'll often be like, are you sure you don't mean this letter? It's like, no, I mean this letter. 18498387. Oh, I like it. That's a good code. It's a strong code. Here we go. So I am in third place, huzzah, which means Kieran will get to be our final Dynamaxer. But Kieran, that does mean you're going to be in less of a position to be able to science. Like, you want to be quicker if, like, because, you know, when you're, like, in fourth place, that's kind of like, right, we need to plan everything around player 4. But let's see how this goes. Oh, this is Circuitry. It's an electric type, so just anything that works against electric. Like Dragon and Grass both resist electric. Ground types are obviously the best, but if we don't get them, you know, we'll just have to go for things that... Linoon has Snarl, I'll say that much. It does have Snarl for, like, you know, some nifty special attack lowering, but... Okay, we got Kadabra and... okay, there's a Mudsdale, which is terrible. Terrible! Oh, gosh. I think Kadabra might... Kadabra's frailer, although it is more... Oh, no, there's... Golurk is... No. Golurk's a ground. Oh, there's Golurk. Sorry, we can go for Golurk, can't we? So we want to go left for Golurk. Sorry, I completely missed the... There's a massive Golurk to the left. I completely missed that. And sorry, I wasn't even looking at chat. I can see on Lara's like, for the love of Nelly Bo, there's a Golurk. I saw it in the end. No, but this is why I do say, you know, it's good to get your own intuitions and stuff. Like when I'm talking about the paths, I'm always just thinking out loud. I'm not necessarily... If I say, like... Okay, here's what we're gonna... Okay, here's what I think. Let's go... If I say that, but if I'm kind of like, okay, so there's like... Okay, there's like Kadabra on the right and does... Like, you know... That's not me saying necessarily, I think we should go this way, or whatever, or you know, that's not me sort of definitively choosing the path. I'm just going to go the Breaking Swipe here. I can switch to Outrage afterwards, but Dusclops is bulky, and I don't want to risk confusing myself, because this could be a 3-turner. But Lurking Golurk, yeah, exactly! It was Lurking, it was a Golurker. Okay. Anyway, Bark. So Kieran takes Golurk, and that's pretty much the whole plan. I think so. We might... I'll say... Hang on, let me just look at everything else we've got. Everything else we've got resists electric, doesn't it? And Power Whip. So, honestly... Yeah, because I was going to say, oh, well, maybe we could switch for Dusclops, because it has Skitter Smack. But, like... Everything here resists electric and grass, apart from, like, Linoon, who's going to switch for the Golurk. So... And Linoon is better against Golurk than Dusclops anyway, so we don't even want to do, like, a double switch. I don't think there was any science, though. I think on this left path, there's only backpackers. So, and again, if you want a science, you've got to type in the code quickly. Like, because if you're the 4th place person, you are going to be the least likely able to do science for Whimsy. Right, well done, everyone. Very nice. Again, given this very unusual path, this is some nice play so far. But yeah, being like the 4th place Dynamaxer does sort of mean you have to do the most safe and, you know, reasonable swaps. Kieran, in future, and you're welcome to, like, remind me of this if need be, if we are doing, say, like, a wild card or something, you know, I can always, like, hold back a little bit just to try and make sure you get in, because I don't mind being, like, the final player and, like, the Dynamaxer or something, or just to ensure that you are in, like, 2nd or 3rd place. But yeah, I don't think we even want this Dusclops. I don't think we even want a double switch. But okay, Golurk to the left, nice and easy. You have to be some kind of blind idiot to not do that. Oh, wait, I do have a bad left eye. Okay, so, but then afterwards, who do we go for afterwards? Like, who is good for us to face, even? Is it the Slowking? Because I can actually attack Slowking? Because, like, I'm going to be the one Dynamaxing, so... Actually, Slowking is weak to electric and grass, so I will just throw that out there. Oh, I can go for an Eviolite. I can do that. But yeah, no, Kieran, we can. I can try and make sure, like, if we're ever playing and doing like a wild card, I can like hold back on typing in for a sec, just so like you have that extra chance of being like player 3 or 4. Sorry, player 2 or 3. And then that means I can be player 4, or someone else could be, kind of thing. Like that gives me more of a chance to then be player 3 or 4, and then yeah. Right, go luck. Go luck. Even though he's right in front of us, we do have a restraining order because he is a lurker. Right, here we go, everyone. So Vileplume has a stab super effective max overgrowth here, right? I am going to go the breaking swipe just to lower attack. Like, if this thing tries to go for a focus punch, I want to lower its attack. And then... Nira! How are you doing? Been busy lately, excited to get back into your routine and watch stream. Oh, well, thank you. And Kiba's here. What the heck? Why are like 2 people who haven't been here recently suddenly saying hi? Oh my gosh, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you both. Xander. See, this is something... Sarah wouldn't ask you this, Xander. Xander, what was the thing I said earlier about, oh, we might need... like a shortcut? Was it like for the things to get ready? Like make sure you've liked the video, make sure you're watching live, make sure you're not connected, make sure you're connected to the internet, like make sure you've done the YCOM. Like maybe I need a shortcut for that, but like, and we'll call it like hashtag set, not hashtag, exclamation point setup or something, or like I don't know, yeah, something like that. But no, Kiba, like, no, we've been saying, like, we know it's due to work reasons and stuff. We do talk about you guys when you're not here. It's all good stuff, don't worry. But no, we've kind of said, but we have talked about a couple of you guys lately, and just been like, yeah, Kiba's probably busy with work, and Onlara's probably busy with work, and Xander should be busy with work, but Xander is a miracle worker who can do 2 things at once. And who is sort of able to enjoy these and help out, but is a machine. That's why Sarah doesn't ask Xander questions, because Sarah thinks Xander's a machine, but I know that Xander is just a very efficient and competent person and not a robot. Because I am not a robot! If you understand that reference, kudos. But yeah, set up or prepare. Oh, we could have prep. Maybe we could have prep, because I don't like setup, because that makes it sound a bit... setup sounds a bit formal, and it could... I feel like it could relate to, like, other things or something. But, yeah, we could have prep. Yeah, let's try... I'll try and set up a prep thing. And then what shall we have on it? Okay, so, yeah, Kieran for Golurk. Kieran for Golurk, please switch your Linoon for a Golurk. It's very important for you to switch your Linoon. Switch the Linoon for a Golurk, because we need you to Dynamax and be our turn 4 Dynamaxer. Thank you very much for flying Bovio Strike Airways. You have tomorrow off on Tuesday, yes! Oh, well, excellent. Well, hopefully we'll see you then. But yeah, I do think Slowbro is the way to go here. Do I have... Oh, wait, don't I have X-Scissor? I think I have X-Scissor, so I do have a super effective move here as well. Because I can't really touch Mimikyu because it's a theory, and I can't really touch Durant because it's a bug. But, like, Slowbro I can actually hit. Backpacker, although I actually don't want this because I like my Eviolite. But if you got a bad item the first time, now is the time to redo it. Although that Eviolite on Magneton is pretty nifty. Let's see what we got here. Oh, but we did switch. Okay, we switched to a Bright Powder. I do think Eviolite's a bit better than Bright Powder, to be honest. But, like, they both sort of work defensively. You do need Shiny Slowking, Kieran says. And then, but Onlara got something better, right? So that's pretty nifty. Okay, here we go. Slowbro Jones. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna Dynamax. I'm going big. Or else I'm going home. Please say I have X-Scissor. I do have X-Scissor. So we're gonna use Max Flutter. Bye. Excellent. So hang on. So for setup... Oh, I just yanked my phone out of the thing. Good going, Bo. Good going. Let me get, like, the spreadsheet. Oh, actually, hang on. Instead of the spreadsheet... Oh, I can delete the... Yes, hang on, I can... Wow, end of an era. End of an era. Getting rid of the Lurantis. Wow. Wowie zowie. Okay, so what have we got? Like, I will put like as a joke, but we need to have, like, watching live, connect on the Ycom, no hotspot. I do have, like, Nightbot things for a lot of these things separately. Like, I have about like the video as a thing, and I do have make sure you're watching live, and I do have, you know, like, don't be on a hotspot. But if I have a message about, like, the prep, if we have, like, a, you know, exclamation point prep, we can kind of just post that at, like, the beginning as we kind of begin the spiel, and then that could be kind of nifty. Pokemon Grant, guess who just got a 3DS XL and Pokemon Ultra Sun? That's awesome! Congrats! Do you mind if can I ask you a personal question here? And I do apologize. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But how much did that cost? Because my roommate recently was, like, looking into 3DSs, like, possibly. But they cost so much money, and we sort of talked about them a bit on the stream the other day about, like, games and consoles and the prices of things, like, where they kind of should have gone down. Like, oh, a console that's like 10 years old, the price of it should be kind of, like, down. They, like, get really expensive. Right, we don't want a Slowking against an electric type, so... Oh, on Larry, you finally broke down... No, you finally broke down and bought Ultra Sun. You're still very worried about being able to complete the decks. Ooh, it's a toughie. Although I believe I did back in the day, but I think I did use Pokemon Bank for help, so... Yeah... Oh, the lack of online trading. Yeah, like, I won't be able to help you out. In theory. In-game theory. You found one that was cheaper just because it had, like, a small scratch, like, all in all, so... Oh, so did you get anything else with it, or did you just get, like, 3DS and Pokemon Ultra Sun? Okay, so, I'm gonna use... No, I'm just gonna go with Outrage. I'm just gonna go with an Outrage here. I'm gonna have faith that we can two-turn this. Even though Magneton literally doesn't have anything that's not very effective, and Vileplume is a Vileplume. But no, that's awesome, Grant. That's really cool. I hope you have fun with it. They're good games. They're very challenging. I will just give you that heads up. Very challenging, but they're good. They're very good. Right, here's Power Whip. Oh, of course it went for the super effective on Golurk. Right. Here's Outrage. Ooh, that did a lot. That was good. That was good. And it was a crit. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so Magneton's Light Screen. That's actually pretty nifty. That's using the old noodle. Then here's the Max Quake. More like a deep fake. You didn't need anything else with it because you have a DS Lite with a few games and it is cross-platform. Oh, that's cool. And then that does mean that if you had any DS Pokemon games, you could trade with yourself. Via, well, yeah, no, just do that. Now you could play DS games with a friend using Download Play. So that's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, well, look, I hope you have a good time with it. You can't have a pie without Power Whip. You can't have a Xurkitree without Power Whip. Okay. So, oh gosh, here we go. That brutal swing was pretty brutal. Right, here's the Outrage. Oh gosh. Are we gonna two-turn this? Flash cannon. Special defense down? No, okay. It is getting desperate. It's gonna start using generative AI. Look at all those extra limbs. We can't be doing that. You do have 2 DS Lites and a 3DS XL, so you could play Mario Party. Oh, that's fun. Oh, nice. Oh, well, that's cool. Right, Giga Drain. Nice. We're so close. We're getting so close. And then there's the Shell Bell. Show me Potato Shell Bell. Oh, I didn't get confused, did I? So I still have 1 Outrage left. Oh, that's pretty good. Why is Xurkitree this bulky? I know. Like, I suppose here is the issue. Golurk is a physical attacker, and these max quakes are special. So that is something that's happening. Oh, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. But there's outrage. Oh, so close. I'm going to be confused, though. Guys, it's up to you now. Oh, G-Ranch. I didn't know that or I'd forgotten it because it's been a while. Oh. Well, welcome back. Because it's been a while, right? I'm going to change that on the spreadsheet. Unless it's already been changed on the spreadsheet and I had just forgotten. Let's just check. Hang on. Nope. G-Ranch is G-Ranch. I will change it to Pokemon Grant. But I am going to leave the G-Ranch as like a slash because although it did try to put Pokenan Grant or you know, but you are not my grandmother. So Pokemon Grant, G-Ranch, good to see you. How have you been? You have like 1 minute because we're about to finish the stream. Okay, no shinies for anyone? Dang. Did anyone get any shinies today? I feel like we didn't get any Friday either, did we? Dusclops, no. Golurk, it's a no luck. Slowking is a no king. But will we get... It's all down to this. Will I get a blue circuitry? Oh! It is! It is shiny! Yes! Final one of the day. G-Ranch, you did it. Grant, you did it. You brought the shiny luck. Second shiny Ultra Beast. And my first wild card. After all this time, I finally got a wild card. Yes! My first ever wild card. My second shiny Ultra Beast. My first shiny Ultra Beast that I didn't already have on Pokemon Go from a week before. Yes! The blue circuitry! Okay, well, you know how I said I was going to go on Nightbot after this to add in a prep... a prepped command? Well, I needed to do it. I need to do it now anyway, because I need to change the wild card message. Yes, the wild card shiny is real. It's real. Yes. Oh, it's so good. I don't care that it's AI generated with all those extra limbs. It looks so good. No, it's not. AI would never make something this beautiful. Oh my gosh. If you haven't clicked like on the video already, please check that you've hit that little thumbs up button. We got a shiny circuitry. We actually did it. It's really funny. Mathematically, I was thinking, well, it has like been like a week since we got a shiny, and like, you know, the odds of getting a shiny after a week or the odds of getting a shiny legendary after 2 weeks are actually pretty decent. And then there it is. Oh, I've taken so many screenshots. I don't care about the stats and the abilities and the natures of the others. I'm selecting circuitry. There we go. Or should I say there we go? Yes. Ah. Yeah, the flawless victory indeed. 13. 13 Dynite Ore. Wow. Wowie zowie. Dang. Circuitry has been sent to a box. It's been living in a box. It's been living in a cardboard box. Yes. Oh, well done on defeating that tough opponent. No need to save a ticket, because it was a wild card. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that is it. That is all for today. What a way to finish. Final Pokemon. Have we ever had, like, the final legendary of the stream be shiny? We probably haven't. Not because we've always done wild card at the end. So, like, basically, we've always, like, for a very long time now, we've ended on a wild card. So I have literally never, like, finished a stream on a shiny legendary, unless we've like maybe gone back and like not like, oh, like the wild cards aren't good, we'll do one of my tickets again. But yeah, we might not have had like a final legendary of the stream be shiny just by virtue of like wild card not being shiny. So dang, 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 da dang, dang, da dang. So there we go. There we go. That is it. That is all for today. Guys, you have been absolutely wonderful. I'm going to go fix my mic and go update Nightbot. I'm going to go update Nightbot, put in that new command, and change the wildcard command. So that circuitry is now removed from it. So well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. That was very exciting. What a way to finish. I'm going to save one more time because I'm too scared. I'm too scared. So well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Indeed. I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to go do some other stuff, feed some stray cats. And then maybe tonight I'll begin playing Nia, maybe. Or maybe I'll play Far. Who knows? What a terrible joke to end on. Thank you all so much. Please like the video if you haven't already. I will see you guys, gals, and non-binary pals tomorrow, Monday, the 5th. Cinco de Mayo? The 5th of the 5th, right? 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 Or is that Tuesday? If I got my dates all confused, let me know. But, no, wait, no, today's the, 4th, Sunday the 4th. Anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please take care, lots of love. I'm gonna go update Nightbot. Bye-bye!